Hello, welcome in everyone. We'll get started in just a minute here. Hopefully the music is mixed well. You can hear me pretty good. All right. Alrighty. And my cursor's not being picked up, so that's cool. Well, my cursor's not being picked up, but is what it is. Well, we're just gonna go for it, I guess. 'Cause I don't really know. Well, actually, bear with me while I'm troubleshooting here. Maybe this might capture it a little better. That does. Okay, fantastic. We have our cursor. Let me just fix this up a little bit. Stream's all wonky right now. Should have done this before I started, but hey, we're here now. I have to go from the top, I guess. That's gonna have to do. Alright, we're playing on hard mode. So, get a couple debuffs here. It's gonna make it a little bit tougher. There she is, look at that. The first viewer of the stream. What up, Cassidy? So we have, let's see. Alright, so we have hard mode, gives us a couple debuffs against our school. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but basically it's going to make it harder for us to get new players to come to our school and to win games. So we're going to test that out and see how that goes. I haven't played on hard yet. We're going to use a custom universe. That gives us the real colleges that play in real life, so that'll just make it a little more interesting, a little more fun. We'll go with pretty much standard settings here. We'll change draft eligibility so our players kind of stay longer at our school. Let me know, by the way, if the music is good with my voice. If the mixing's a little messed up, if the music's a little loud, let me know. I can make it quieter, louder. But yeah, 4 years will basically mean that our players will have to play an extra year before they're eligible to play in the NFL, which gives us a little more time to have good players on our team, because usually they get better the longer they're with us. Gonna do superstar recruits, 3 to 5 per season. Just as the game moves on, it'll give us more opportunities for better recruits in the future. And we're gonna do NIL no cap. Basically means we can pay players money, and the cap is how much money can we have. I'm gonna skip this song. Just too much. But yeah, NIL cap basically means how much money can we have in our war chest to spend on players, and you can set it for like 30 million. So all schools are locked at 30 million. I like doing no cap because if you're a better school that makes more money, you can spend more money on players, and that's the vision eventually, to be a good school with lots of money. And that's it. That's all we're changing. Everything else we are keeping. All right, now we need to pick our school. So I'm going to go to the worst school in the list here, which could either be Louisiana Tech or Kennesaw State. One of those two, they're both pretty bad. I got rid of Louisiana Tech last time, so we'll get rid of Kennesaw this time. Make it custom. And we need a zip code, and I was thinking about this, and I know there's not a college up here, but I think it would be really fun. I think if we did zip code 99723, which is Barrow, Alaska. Fun fact, that is the northernmost town in the United States. It's the very top of Alaska. And they're so northern, actually, they get 6 months of Sunlight, 6 months of darkness. Maybe not that long, but they do have a little period of time where it's all day sun and all day night. Um, they do have a high school football, but I don't think they have college. Yeah. So we are gonna use the native name, which I'm gonna mess up. Utkivik. I'm gonna have to look that up. How to pronounce. Oh, it already knew.
Utqiagvik.
Uti. What?
Utqiagvik.
Utqiagvik. Utqiagvik. Utqiagvik. All right, Utqiagvik. And I think it would be fun if we made him the polar bears. And we'll do UAK, Utqiagvik, Alaska, I guess. Enrollment is not going to be 38,000. There's not that many people going to this school. It's a very small school up in Alaska, so we'll make it 1,000-person enrollment. Very small school. What's the high school colors? Barrow High School, let's see. Their colors are blue and gold, blue and yellow. So we'll keep it consistent with the high school. So they have like a blue like that, and that's pretty good. We'll make it a little more yellow. Okay. And we will make it, so these school archetypes give us different buffs and debuffs to things, so we want to knock all these down to 0. We have nothing. So this gives us 3 stadium, 3 college, so 3 across the board. 6, 2, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, okay. 4, 4, 3, 3. It's higher than general. 3, 6, 9, 12. 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's 13. That's more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I want to see what's going to give us the least amount of buffs. 6, 8, 10, 13. 5, 4, 9, 12. 9, 10, 11. That's actually good football. Second is a pretty good debuff for us. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 8, 9, 10. That's pretty good. Football agnostic would be really tough for us. 2, 4, 6. That's 12. 2, 4, 6. That's 9. Academic powerhouse. 2, 4. Yeah. We're gonna go academic powerhouse. That just gives us very few buffs for our school. Oh no, I wasn't counting academics. Well, we're just gonna go back to balance then. I'm not gonna do all that and recount, but now we need to select our rival. So none of these schools are near Kentucky. I guess we'll go Missouri. Sure, why not? I'm not gonna make a custom rival school. We need coaches now. Option run heavy, nickel, balanced man. Keegan Sullivan might not be bad. Now I gotta find an option run heavy offensive coordinator, which I don't have in this list. Nickel, balanced man. I don't have that either. That kind of stinks. I will refresh till I get something that matches with our head coach here. Nickel balanced man. Nope. Aggressive man. Nickel aggressive zone. Aggressive man. Nope. Nickel balanced man. And then we need option run heavy. Oh, right there. First one. Perfect. Who's better though? This guy's actually better. Go with him. All right. Here we go. We'll start. We're gonna do Reykjavik polar bears. All right, and we're going into our first year as the northernmost college playing college football as the worst team, and we're gonna see if we can get our way up there. It's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be done tonight, but hoping maybe streaming enough, we'll get to see the end result, see what it looks like. First hit of the night. So first thing we do is position changes. We're not changing positions for anyone. This doesn't really give us much of an advantage in the long run, so I always skip changing positions. Next up, we're gonna have our training results and see who did well in training, who didn't. Okay, so who had the biggest gain? So biggest gain was an O lineman, went from a 58 to a 64 plus 6. That's pretty good. Plus a lot of plus 5s. Plus 6 though, I know we can do better. We have to upgrade our facilities though. 6 is pretty much all we're gonna get, or lower right now with what we have at our college. Our other O-lineman, Julius Scruggs, he's an 88 overall, our best player. He's a senior, so this is our last year with him. And we're gonna pick our playbook, which should just already be lined up with what it is already. And it is, that's good. Not gonna mess with that too much. And we're gonna get into spring 1, where we're gonna start our recruiting. Gonna start looking for high school players that will want to play for us next year. And we want to try and get some good players, because good players will help the roster and team grow. I did this with another run off stream, and I was pretty successful with it, so I figured I'd stream it on a higher difficulty and see how it'd go. We're gonna auto assign our trainings just because it's a little too much micromanagement for me. I'm already gonna spend a ton of time recruiting, so I don't want to like bore going crazy with the trainings. So this is our recruiting board. You can see this is the #1 player in the class, and he has very low interest in coming to play for us in Alaska. I don't blame him who wants to come to Alaska, but we do have some needs here across the top, and we gotta find people that do want to come to Alaska to play. So we do need to find 2 wide receivers, and right here, view recommended targets. These are targets that our team recommends that we go for, and we can see a lot of these people aren't super interested or are super interested. Sorry, they're screaming in my ear, this music. So we are gonna try to stick to people that have medium interest or higher. Medium low is pretty tough to fight against. Low is really tough. So we're gonna filter by wide receiver. We need two of them. We have four on our potential board, none of which meet my criteria of medium or higher. Yeah, they have medium low interest in coming to us and medium high interest in Jacksonville. Medium, medium, medium. So there are schools that have a better advantage on us. It's going to be a very tough race. We're probably going to have to get maybe even worse recruits. So we're going to go to all the recruits, filter by wide receiver, and we can click on sort recruits by interest in us. So there's one here that has very high interest, not very high, just high. But we don't know what his potential is. 64 overall isn't great, but if he has high potential, that means he can level up quickly. B is pretty good. So I'm going to target this guy, Curtis Sellers. Seems like he could be a good fit. Let's see who else that we have. 63C isn't great, but he doesn't have, Everett doesn't have anybody else going for him, so he'd be a shoo-in because no one else is going for him. This guy's not bad. Let's see. F, not interested. Even though he's a 74, he doesn't have much potential in the way of upgrading down the line, so it's not something that I'm super interested in. Before I look for these guys, Hugo and Jermaine, we're going to view details. Yeah, Washington has very high interest. We only have medium. It's not really worth our time fighting for someone like this because they have a way bigger advantage than us. Same thing here. Hawaii has a huge advantage for Jermaine, probably because he's from Hawaii. That would make sense. Everyone else is medium. That guy's going to Hawaii. There's no question about that. So we'll keep going. D minus, not interested. D, not interested. So we have two good recruits here. I have no more scoutings for this week, so we still got to fill this out. We'll leave the wide receivers. We got to just put people in these positions so we can start finding out what their potentials are. Let's go back to our recommended targets and see if there's anyone under O-lineman. We don't have anybody scouted, so I don't know what any of these people are. They're all medium or low, so it's not even worth it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to O-line, search by interest in us, and we're just going to throw these guys on our board. We'll grab a couple over what we recommend, so we need 3. I'll probably grab 6, just double up on it. These are medium low, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. But we got to do what we got to do. Don't need kickers. D lineman, so same thing back to recommended. D line. Medium. Okay, so we'll throw him on. We'll throw him on. He's medium. Everyone else is very low, so it's not worth our time probably. Are these guys worth our time? Yeah, they have very high. That's not worth our time. And what about this? Medium. Okay, so we're going to keep you then, because that's actually a fair fight. But we still need 3 more, so go to D lineman, interest in us, medium, and just start targeting them, throwing them up on the board. Like I said, we got to make something happen here. You know, 57's not ideal, but at the beginning, you got to do what you got to do. So we have 9. That's fine. We're going to cut that down later. Not super worried about that. Linebackers. So recommendeds. Search by linebackers. Medium low. Nope. So linebackers here. These are the ones that are interested in coming to our school. Yep, so they got that filled out. Last one, corners. Medium. Okay, Wyoming's also medium, but oh, he's from Alaska. That'd be cool. Get a guy from Alaska. on the Alaska team. And this guy's also medium. Yeah, very high from FAU, so not going for him. And get a couple more to fill out the board. High. We have him. Target, target. Alright, so now we're going to go to my targets. These are the people we're targeting. We're going to search by sort by potential. So these are the only two that we know the potential for, B and C. We want to figure out the rest of these potentials. So what we're going to do is go attend camp for all these people that don't have it, because that gives them a quite a big scouting bonus. But you have to put them on your board and send them to your camp to figure it out. So that's all we can do to figure out these guys. The rest of these guys, we're just going to target. And you have these different pitches that give them these points every week. So like this person's going to get 561 points, and I can add 300 more by clicking here. And those points, they directly relate to, oh, that's not a good example. Those points directly relate to this board right here. So like for this person, we're going to get 663 points, and that's on top of the 400 initial contact points. So that's going to put us at what, 1150, we'll just round up to. So 1150 would put us in the lead, because right now the person in first has 600. So, and if you're in first, then they're going to commit to you. If you're in second or third or anything else, they're not going to commit to you. You can only be at one school at a time. So it's important to put those points into people that you really want to target, which is obviously all these people. There's a ton. That's a lot of micromanaging, so you can do auto-assign recruiting actions, and it's just going to put those on the people that I think it's worth. And we're going to continue to the next day, spring 2. Next day, next week, next month. It's not really a time, it's just sections of time. We're going to go into auto-assign trainings again and just have our guys level up their skills. The bots will just do that. I'm not, again, interested in micromanaging that part of it, but you can. This game's very cool in the fact that you can micromanage like a lot of this stuff, or you can automate a lot of it. You don't have to do any of this stuff. It's pretty cool. We're going to change our priority order. Nope, not that way. We're going to sort recruits by potential, and we're going to see what we have. So we got some scouting points. You get their potential at 25. So we're going to scout just once though, and that'll get us over 25. F. And I'm going to go through and get rid of these people, trim down the fat, and I will show you how I keep my board going. That didn't get me to 25. That sucks. 2 off. Wow, all of those recruits were really bad. That's tough. Okay. So we're going to go back to recruiting rating or whatever, potential, just to refresh it, get it in order. We're going to remove everybody with F potential because I don't want to actively recruit them. Some of these guys may still come to me because like they're the only school that targeted them, and now I'm going to leave them alone. Nobody else is going to go for them. So these guys are probably still going to come to my school, but I'm taking them off my board so I don't accidentally put points into them because they're a waste. Same thing with D potential. I really don't want to take anything lower than C. So D's and F's are no bueno on my board. Again, I'll take them if they recruit to me, if they come to the school, but I'm not actively putting anything into them. All right, well that used up all my scouting, and we have a lot more recruits that we still have unknown potential on, so we need to keep attending camp to those. And then once that's all the camp visits are done, we're gonna auto assign recruiting actions. Now your camp visits, you can only do during the preseason. So you have spring one, spring two, summer one, summer two. So you can only do it 4 times. So you really, in that 4 window time block, you really want to narrow down exactly who you want to be focusing on for the rest of the season, putting points into, and deciding who you want on your team. Um, but that's what we're in the process of doing right now. Auto assign our trainings for our current roster because I've said it before, but I won't say it again. Uh, nope, not change priority. We're gonna do potential, sort by. Still only have 4 found right now. Oh, 25 and I still don't have it. Interesting. Maybe it's 30 or something. Don't really know. A is nice. A minus. Okay, this is a lot more. Yes, this is what I was expecting. A D here and there is fine. I'll take that off, but that was great. Way better than last time. Last time was all D's and F's. That was A's, B's, C's. You love to see that. So let's switch back and switch back again to potential. So we still have a few more that need to be figured out. I think we might be able to get all of them now. And with the 12% that they currently have, that should reveal it to us what they do have. Now I'm just going to use the rest of the camp visits on everyone else, so they get the additional points for it, you know, doesn't hurt. Auto assign the rest of them, and summer 2. This is going to be the last of the preseason stuff. And we'll have it kind of narrowed down to who we want to, who do we want to focus on. And this is also why I get so many recruits for those positions, because like we had like 9 O linemen or 9 D linemen, something like that, and like now we're at the amount of what we need, and we'll probably go under with more people, yeah, D's and F's, so we'll see here, but we might have to add more people back. It's just kind of like a yo-yo constantly. Uh, Potential, so we're gonna go back, still C's, so we'll keep him. C, 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 okay, so D, take him off, D, F. Sometimes I will take D's if like if their overall is high enough and it warrants it, but I didn't really think about that until I made my decisions. So we need 2 wide receivers. We have 2 wide receivers scouted, so that's good. We need 3 O linemen. We only have 1 on our board right now. That's not good. We need to find 2 more that are good and that we can go for. That might be difficult. D-line, we have 4. We need 4. That's good. It's better to have a couple extra over. Ideally, like, if I need 4, like, having 6 just in case, because the battles do get tough. Linebackers, we need 2. We have 5. Honestly, I'm okay with that, because by the end, we might be lucky to get 2 out of the 5. Corners, same thing. We have 6. We need 3, so that's good on our board. So we need to definitely get O linemen and fluff out D-line and receivers as well. So let's go back to all recruits. Let's go to O-line. Nope, that's kickers. O-line. Interest in us. So I honestly I might put this guy back on my board. He's a D plus. He's a 65. Not great, but he has very high interest in us, and we're in the lead. So like, you know, I know I said I don't like to go for D's, but like when he's the best player that we have out of our options, you know, we're gonna do it. So we'll keep him on. But like I'm not, you know, I'm not going for this guy. 59 overall D. Doesn't have much room for improvement. That's crazy. He's a 3-star though, and this guy's a 1-star. Yeah, that's really interesting to me. That would help our prestige recruiting a 3-star. That's weird. I've never, interesting. I might just go for at least this 3-star because that would give us kind of like a couple of soft bonuses. It's not like anything crazy, but kind of helps with the prestige of the school having higher recruits. Um, so we have him. That's good. Yeah, these guys aren't worth it. Yeah, this guy's 3 overall less than the 59 overall. They're both D. They're Oh, he's junior college. That's why he's older. That makes sense. Why he's a 1-star. Okay, back on track. Let's keep going here. It's getting tough because their interest is medium low, but he has nobody going for him, so that's good. C plus is good enough in this scenario. That's also good. No one's going for him. This guy has interest in us. What is D? Not super psyched about that. Not interested in that. Definitely not interested in that. We have 5. I think that's good. D line. Hmm. Really? This guy's a better D lineman. He's 195. This guy's 208. That's funny. I might go for this guy. I just need more people, just in case. Okay, and a wide receiver, which I don't think I ever scouted anything. Okay, 74F, but he's a 74. That'd be pretty good. Yeah. This guy's a 71. No one's going for him. He might be a good, like, sleeper pick. We'll see. See what his potential is. Alright. I think I'm happy with that. So we need to use our actions now. You know the drill. Potential. It should just be this guy. And if he's good, I can probably get rid of this guy then. Okay, we can start scheduling visits. Now, visits are interesting. Visits are when the recruit visits the school to watch you play against someone. Um, so if I win, I get a potential bonus of 200 points against Louisiana Tech. So we'll schedule it against them to get that extra bonus. Not that we need it because he's going against any other schools, but still. And auto assign the rest of them. Cool. Yeah, it says we still have actions left. That just means that we still have 5 recruiting actions. These camp visits, but I can't spend them on anyone. I've used all my camp visits already. So these are my donators, people that donate to my school, and I have, if I complete their bonus, I get the money bonus. So my things I have to do is I have to win 3 conference games, which I don't think I'm gonna do, and I have to sack the opposing quarterback 20 times in the entire season, which I don't think I'm gonna do, but we'll just leave them for now. I don't really feel too confident in my team to do anything because I don't really know how good or bad they are. Alright, so it's the first week against games, Nevada. So this is your homepage and it tells you what to do. You have 4 main things you should do. Recruiting. No worries. I'm just gonna keep yapping though. Like there is people here. There are people here. Um, so I forget where I was. Oh, yeah, you have four main things at the beginning of the week. First one's recruiting, which is what we were doing before, kind of cutting down to the people that we need. Um, so we should have everyone's potential. Now, at the beginning of the season, what I like to start doing is change the priority order. Change the priority order, and I can sort targets by closest battles. And the closest battles, I'm tied with first and second place for this guy. Um, and then I take all these dark gray ones. This means I'm behind, and I move them up front in order like this, just to the top. And then I save. Now these top ones, right here, these top four, I'm not in the lead for. You can see that UAK. I'm in fourth here, second, fourth. So this helps me narrow down who I need to focus on and what needs to go on. It makes sense for me. All right, so I'm seeing here I'm 1,000 behind on this cornerback, but we have 6 cornerbacks and we only need 3. So I'm gonna go to the cornerbacks. I'm gonna see what the situation is. I have one guaranteed cornerback, no doubt about it. I have at least one lock in. I'm already in the lead by 1,100 with this guy. That's pretty much a shoe, and that's 2. And then 600, I'm tied, and I'm losing by 300 on this one. It's a safe bet to say I can lose this guy. I'm not super worried. Still have a lot of good options here. Not maybe good, but a lot of options that are realistic. So now what we're doing is the other cornerback's there. We have an O lineman. O lineman we're 2 ahead on our recruiting board. So let's see. We have 3 O linemen guaranteed shoe-ins, which is what we need. I'd like better ones. All right, so I'm behind 600. And he's not interested in NIL money at all. What would 750 be? 400 points? A million? Yeah, 500. I don't really think this guy's worth chasing down because I can't really make up the difference with money. He's not interested in money at all. Um, so, these 3 guys were locked in for our 3 positions, but we'll definitely take Keegan for just off the rip, he's a better starter than any of these guys. So we will lose Brendan Horner. Sorry, Brendan. Take you off the board. I don't think he's too upset about it. Now the only other one we're behind on, other than the corner, which I know of. I don't even know if his NIL is good though. Not very. 750. Okay, it's not horrible. So we'll keep that. D line, we need I don't really have much depth to lose. I can give 3 guaranteed, which is good. We're in the lead here. What's he bringing to the table? A B potential, 57. I have that with him, but he's junior. Hmm. What's your NIL? Very. You might be worth chasing. We'll keep you for now. Let's see how that goes. Do that. Assign visits now. Give everyone scholarships. Gives them additional points. Plus, famous last words, smoke 'em if you got 'em, right? If you got the scholarships, you might as well smoke 'em. Alright, so that's all of our recruiting actions. So we'll go back to the dashboard. Next is set practice focus. So that's what kind of offense, defense do you want to run this week against your specific opponent? So we can see here this week's matchup is against Nevada, and they're running a balanced offense with a nickel balanced man. And I don't really play against defense. I usually play against the offense. I usually go with what my offensive scheme is. So my offensive scheme is run heavy, so I'm going to pick rushing. Defensive focus, balanced. I usually select stop option plays, but you know, it's not always surefire. It's not always a guaranteed, but that's kind of what I found works, at least. I don't plan on winning this, but we'll see how it goes. So you lock that in, go back to the dashboard, adjust your depth chart, which really isn't super important right now because I don't have much injuries. But you can go in here and redshirt your players, which I like to do. I like to redshirt everyone. So even if they haven't been redshirted, um, and they're like a junior, you can redshirt them now. So I'm going to do that for all the positions. Redshirt everyone, no matter if they are freshmen or not. If you have not gotten a red shirt, you are getting one this year. Oh yeah, one kicker punter. That's good. That's not gonna end bad for us. Let's see here. Okay, so now the last one is adjust your game plan. You can go in here and change your game plan, tackling technique, how you wanna, you know, do that. I usually just keep everything default. You can change who your primary pass targets are if you want. Um, I usually just keep all of this default. You can go in here and micromanage all this stuff. It's fun. Higher play calling level means better performance in game. This applies to both played and simulated games. Play calling levels can go above 10. Base play calling level is the higher of your head coach and offensive defensive level, but can change by how well the scheme matches coach preferences. Yep, so we're 11, which is good. Let's see this week's matchup, coaches, players, injuries, if there's any booster bonus objectives. So like, if one of your booster bonus objective, like mine is like get 3 conference wins. If this was a conference match, it would, you know, say that there, but it's not a conference match. You can see their head coach has been in their role for 2 years. Ours has been in for 1. And yeah, so we'll click on the game up here, play game. It'll tell you, did you do everything that you wanted to do? Yep. You can do the coin toss. I usually skip it because it is not long, but just too long for a coin flip, you'd think. So I skip, prefer to receive. You can prefer to defer if you want. So they're kicking off to us. We won, it looks like. So you can sim or you can play. So our play right now is return kickoff, and I can change that play if I want to, but I don't think that's a wise idea. And you just sim in the play. There's not really much you can do. You can enter full screen mode and check all that out if you want. But I usually just sim. So they're gonna run a run play option slant. Let's see how that works for them. Okay, so they got 6 yards to the running back. It looks like they ran it, maybe. Yep, 6-yard run. Gonna do misdirection. They fumbled. Okay, cool. We're just gonna sim till the last 5 minutes of the first half, and we're already down 21-0. Halftime, 28. They got another touchdown. We have the ball. Fourth quarter. Nothing, with Nevada very close to the end zone. The last 5 minutes, 31, and end game. Okay, 31-0. Didn't even get a single point. Wow, 4 turnovers. That's Can't even say that's shocking. I mean, that's kind of expected for what we're doing here. We're starting from the ground up, so this is it. We're in the thick of it now. We got total of 183 yards. Jesus. Tight end has a major leg injury, and our cornerback has a minor leg injury. So we're going to go to the depth chart. We're going to skip to that section. Go to tight end. It's our best tight end. That sucks. Move him to inactive. We don't want him playing on that because a major injury can turn into a severe injury, which is even worse. The cornerback, though, anybody with a minor injury, it'll lower their overall. So he was a 74, he's a 68 right now until his injury is over in 6 weeks. But he can play through it. He's going to perform at a lesser ability, but you don't have to take him off the roster. You can keep playing that player if you'd like. So that's fun. We're in dead last for points per game, 136. Opponent pass yards per game. We have a pretty good pass defense with limiting them to 152 yards. That's pretty good. Can't beat that, huh? We're going to rush because we're run heavy. The pistol balance, we're going to try the option plays again, but we'll see how that works. Might fail miserably. We set our practice focus. We're going to go to recruiting. And I can actually... There we go. Alright, so after some recruiting, I know at level percentage 50, you find out if they are a gem or not, or a star, or whatever. So, how do we not know what this guy is? Why is he on my what? How'd that guy sneak in? Interesting. Anyways, I guess that's what I get for smoking plan. This guy's a gem, so what I like to do is if you do recruit them, they're still a gem, but they lose their gem status. I don't know where to see it. So what I do is I go to view details and I give them a little bookmark and I write gem and I make it red, like the color of the gem. So they have the red there and the red there. I know that's pink, but apparently that's red. I don't know. Whatever. It looks close enough. I don't have any other gems right now. This guy's not a gem. He's past 50. Neither is this guy. So, they'll pop up if they do. Sometimes you get gems, sometimes you don't. So, that happens. Gems just basically mean that scouts think that this player is a gem. He seems to be underrated by the recruiting experts. So, I guess our scouts think he should be like a 3-star or something. Usually they turn into pretty good players. And he's got A- potential, so I mean, that's pretty good. I'm not surprised that he's a gem. We got a couple visits we can schedule, so we're just gonna throw them in random spots here, unless if I see one that gives me points. We're gonna change our priority again. We're gonna go to closest battles, put our grays on top. We only have one. We're gonna auto assign, just straight down the line there. And we're gonna play our game. We did everything. We don't need to adjust our game plan. That's not how we roll. Prefer to receive, and we're gonna see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Oh, they're on defense. Okay. Can I change till next possession? Yep. So turnover on downs. Nice. Okay. So you're gonna run. Cool. We got 12 yards. First down. 8 yards. Second and 2. Third and 3. Fourth and 5. And then they're gonna punt. That was it. 31-yard punt. It's not very good. But only 4-yard return, so that's not too bad. Okay, looks like it's a kind of defensive hold. Good rush there. Another punt. They get the field goal. Goal line stand by our defense. That's pretty nice. Our offense is just so bad, man. Well, clearly we didn't do anything. That was a good return. Unfortunately, we held them again to another field goal. I mean, we got good defense on this game, but we just cannot do anything. Fourth quarter now. Zero-yard rush. They punted it back to them. We held them in the back line, but then they got a 14-yard pass, another 14-yard pass, 3-yard pass. So they're moving it. 8-yard rush, 6-yard pass. So they're alternating back and forth pretty good. 12-yard rush, 5-yard rush, 4-yard pass, 10-yard rush, and the goal in the red zone, -2, and they got a touchdown. 6-yard pass. They got the point. Being held. We're just gonna sim to the end of the game because we know how that's gonna end. Is anyone surprised? I know I'm not. Shocker, we lost. So going back to my only solace of hope, the recruiting board. We're in the lead by quite a bit on a few of these people, which is really good news. A lot of these people no one's going for. So, um, this is a good sign. Got a few more visits we can schedule. And obviously, as the weeks go on, you can't schedule as it gets closer, or if uh, the recruit already has another school he's visiting. So we'll just fill these out. All right. And we can see our offensive talent here, 75, defensive talent, 78. And they have way better talent than us, but we're just going to send it. Set our practice focus to rushing. So spread pass first. We're going to limit short passing on that one. Tight end is still out. Would you look at that? We got points on the board from what? We got a field goal, 46 yards, 50-yard field goal, and a 45-yard field goal. Let's go. Our kicker coming in clutch. I love to see that. First points of the school history. welcome in, all and one viewer. We love to have you here. Hope you're having a good time. We're just rebuilding a really bad college football program and vibing to some good music. At least I think so. Alright, I don't want to lose this linebacker. Not really much more to go into. I know. Such a nice person. You can barely hear it. Okay. How's that? Is the music too loud? Too distracting? I can't really hear, so you gotta give me feedback. Balanced pass first. Limit short passing. Oh, excuse me. Such poor manners. Burping on stream. It's a little loud. Okay, let's see if we can find somewhere in the middle. Something like that. I mean, who's to say? I mean, you're right, but like, I'm just trying to find a good middle ground. I think this is good, and if not, I mean, I don't know, man. Who's to say? The viewers, and you're one of them. All one of them. We got another 3 points. So, chat, let's recap. We are now on week 4, week 5. We have now played 4 football games. And out of those 4 football games, our top performer is our kicker. That's not good, chat. We are cooked. We are not doing great. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear we got the music situation under control. Now we need to get the rest of this team under control, because this is not it. I'm telling you right now. I am praying and hoping these guys bring some life into this team. Okay. This seems like it could potentially be good. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Our tight end is still hurt, unfortunately. That's bad news, but I really don't know if that was making much of a difference. Okay, another game where we went with 0 points. Like, I don't even mind losing. It's the 0 points that hurts, honestly. It's the fact that every week I'm getting it shoved in my face that you're just not doing well. Louisiana Tech. That was the other school I was considering taking over. And they're 5-0 this season. That makes me feel really bad. But can't go back now. Okay, our D lineman has a major leg injury. We gotta get him off playing. Get him onto the bench. Let him rest up for 2 weeks. Let's go. Did we get a touchdown? So our clutch kicker got us 3. Got us 6 points. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Our defense, which should not be getting touchdowns, got a touchdown before our offense did. That's genuinely sad. Our offense is so bad. Wow. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Alright, we got a couple commits. All the ones that didn't have any competition to them, which is fine. We'll take those commits. Can clear up the board a little bit. I should probably give this guy an NIL deal before he locks in and goes somewhere else. It's going to give me 1,600 points. I'm behind 600, so that'll get me 1,000 over Louisiana Tech. That'll be really good. And I do want this guy. Not very. It's tough. Yo, that whistle goes hard. Bing, ding, bing, 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 bing. Alright, not very, and these other 3 are pretty much lock-ins. I'm 1,200 ahead, 1,400, 2,100, so I'm gonna let this guy go and just move on with my life. Alright, this shit's fire. I'm not gonna lie. Change priority. Closest battles. Boom. Alright. Oh, we have a recruiting action. Give that ish to someone. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick smoke break, but I'll be right here. Just will not be moving the mouse cursor. Did we get any recruits? No recruits. But our D lineman recovered from his injury. That's good news. Always love seeing healthy players. Never want to see anyone getting hurt, real or virtual. We care about all lives on this stream. Both human and robot. life, no matter if it's virtual or real. I'm not a fan of this lady moaning in my ear though during this song. Every couple seconds I just hear, and it's like, okay, that's enough. Ooh, I like this one. I've heard it before. Air raid pass heavy will limit downfield passing. Feel like they're gonna go for the big passes. Can we get a win? Can we just get an offensive touchdown? I mean, I don't even need a win. Just show me we're trying here. So may commit soon, this yellow here. This means that this guy may commit it within the next couple weeks. I already gave him a deal though, so we're 1,000 ahead, so should stay in the lead. Yeah, they're only giving him 100 per week. We're gonna give him, it's about 300, so we'll stay in the lead there. That should be good. They're only getting 100 per week. We're giving him about 300, so should be good. Feeling good. Our D lineman is no longer hurt, so let's get him back in play. Cool. Start. Halftime. Oh, did we get a touchdown? Did we finally get a touchdown? No, we got 3 field goals. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. These are getting down the field. Getting points though, but still. 19. Okay. Impact plays. What happened now? Running back Emmanuel Shelton, 12-yard run. There we go. Touchdown. You love to see that. And then field goal. Nice. We might actually get this dub. Okay, I might have spoke too soon. 24-19. 1st and 10. 5 minutes left. 2nd and 8. 3rd and 9. 4th and 9. They're going for it. Oh man, let's see. Turnover on downs. Can you hold them? That's it. GG. We lost. L. That hurts. This is your Blinkerton checkpoint. Everyone stop and take your Blinkerton. We'll continue on. While you take your Blinkerton, I'll take one more. If you want to keep going, go for it out there. If you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do nothing. Let's see who signed with our college. Phew. Let's find out what happened. Well, there's only one option there. One option there, and there. I think these are all the one-optioners, yep. So not much suspense on that one. But that clears up the board quite a bit. So we know who's already coming to our college. And focus on the other ones that still are sitting on the fence about it, thinking about it. And we say, hey, make the decision. Come here. Not getting much of a lead. Give him a little money, and we'll give him like 500,000. Give him a little bump, yeah, plus 1,000. Just a little bit of a buffer, make me feel a little more comfortable. Because even though if you're like plus 100, I've seen. I do not like this one from this playlist. Sorry. That was my Windows notification. Balance pass first. Limit short passing. Oh, we don't have enough recruits for actions anymore. That's okay. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's in. Cool. Let's go. Alright, let's see here. Okay, 14-14. Impact plays, that's 2 touchdowns? Yes, it is. Good job. Nice. Love to see that. Fourth quarter, we're up. Let's go. This is the performance I've been waiting for all season. 27-14. What? What just happened? Holy crap, this went into overtime. Whoa, okay, hold on. What the? Okay, so with 5 minutes left in the game, we scored a touchdown, and we made it 28-21. Nope, I'm sorry. With 5 minutes to go, we got a touchdown. Within a minute and a half, the other team got a touchdown. And then with about 3 minutes later, they got another touchdown and tied it up. Then we went into, what is that? Triple overtime. Scored a field goal on the first set. We went tit for tat touchdown on the second. And then the third overtime, they got a field goal first, and we got the touchdown. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. That was our first win, and it went into triple overtime. They fought for that. Let's go, team. That's what I like to see. I like to see grit out there. That was insane. Like 2 weeks ago, we hadn't scored any points against anyone, and in this game we just threw up 44 points like it wasn't a fucking problem. That's crazy. That is nuts. Cool. They came to us over Louisiana Tech. I think that was the gem. It was the gem. Let's go. We got the gem linebacker. That'll be good for our defense. You'll have to see that. Why are we playing Texas A&M? They're so good. We're so bad. That's crazy. Alright, take those guys off our board, change the priority order, and we're just gonna keep doing our technique here. Sort by closest battles. I mean, everybody's up 1,000, so I'm not worried about nothing, but, you know, at 2,700 points. They are balanced pass first, so we are going to limit short passing, I guess. Don't feel confident about that, but prefer to receive. 7-0. Okay, well, I mean, we're holding them. 7-14. Yikes. I mean, that was a tough one. I didn't think we were gonna win that one. Yeah, not much really to report here. Recruiting actions, rushing, balance. We'll just do stop option plays, I guess. I don't really know. Adjust depth chart. Our running back has a major leg injury. He's the backup though, which is good. It's not the main running back, so I'm not super worried, but that still hurts. It's still not ideal. Halftime, they're up 10-3. Fourth quarter, we got a field goal, 10-6. Last 5 minutes, they got a touchdown, 10-16. We're down by 10 points. I don't think we're gonna get that in 5 minutes. And we didn't. Worth the effort. Someone I dropped earlier. Anybody that you kind of like put on your board and put points into, it like shows you at the end like who they go to. But usually if I drop them, I don't care to see them, but that's okay. We only have 2 recruits left on our board. I think we got everybody that we wanted to get, which is pretty good. Didn't have to spend too much money. Did have to spend a little bit though. Air raid, deep pass, heavy. I mean, that just is limit downfield passing right there. Jump steps, we took him off. He can play through that. It's a minor injury. Dang. They're still beating us 10-3. 13-10. 16-3. 16-23. Let's go. We got our second win of the season. That feels good. That feels good. I like that. Tight end got hurt. Is it the same one? Different one? I think it's the same one. I don't know. No. Oh. The other tight end's fine. He's not hurt anymore. But now we have a different one that's hurt.
Leg even uit wat je methode is aan de kijk.
Nou ja, ik heb er een eigen naam voor bedacht, dat heet drankstand. Ik sta in mijn drankstand. Dit is Hennessy, cognac puur. Dit is Red Bull. Ik doe dit laagje eerst in 1 keer achterover gieten. En dan neem ik een slokje van die Red Bull om het weg te spoelen, want ik hou niet van alcohol. Niemand houdt van alcohol, alcohol is vies. Maar dronken worden is wel leuk.
Just want to get through this. It's tough. Such a grind. When you're just losing every game.
Ja, doe je best op school.
1 second, everyone. Well, that wasn't very smart of me, was it?
Ik heb er een eigen naam voor bedacht, dat heet drankstand. Ik sta in mijn drankstand.
Sorry about that. Had to take care of something. So we got this guy committed. We just have one more that we are waiting to have committed to us. Looks like that tight end recovered from his injury too. So we can bring him back in, which is cool. Almost at the end of the season, and then can kind of see where my team's at for the next year. If we're kind of making progress or what's going on. These are all the awards for all the players at the end of the year. We won't have any players in here for quite a bit, so I'm not super interested in looking at that. If I'm being honest.
Let me tell you something, you're everything to me, and you don't know me nothing. This is where I wanna be, baby. Let me tell you something, you're everything to me, and I don't need nothing. This is where I wanna be.
My expectation this year was win at least 2 games, and I did that. So my expectations were met. Fan base position didn't really change. My fan base is volatile, which is cool. A little scary. We have 1 prestige. Our school is 15, whatever that means. I mean, there's a ranking for it, but I don't know really what it's called. Prestige, I guess. I don't really know. Head coach and defensive coordinator got upgrades. Just put them in their appropriate things. see the other league coach changes where all the other coaches go and change and switch to, and which coach is retired and all that. Oh wow. Ole Miss, they lost their head coach and their defensive coordinator to retirement. That's crazy.
Let me tell you something. You're everything to me, and you don't know me nothing. This is where I wanna be, baby. Let me tell you something. You're
None of my players are going to the NFL. Stinks. Poor guys. They may. I mean, they're just not getting drafted in the NFL. You can still get picked up as a free agent. But we won't find that out, unfortunately. Alright, this is where we cut players off the roster if, they're unhappy with, like, if they didn't get to play or whatever the case may be. So, over here on the left, we can see all the different positions of people that want to leave, and it's ranked in order of how, like, what their skill level is, how good they are. So the top person that wants to leave is an O lineman, offensive lineman, 79. He's in the first slot here for offensive lineman, which means he's going to be the starter, and he wants playing time. So we're going to convince him to stay and make a promise he's going to play in 60% of his snaps next year. Because he's the starter, he is going to play in 60% of the snaps or more, because he's the starter. We're just going to go down the line. So next we have a cornerback. And it's the same thing. These two want playing time. 40% of plays. And since there's usually two corners out and these guys are the top two, they're going to be getting pretty much all the plays. D lineman. Yeah, same exact thing as the cornerbacks. Alright, so this one's interesting. We have a wide receiver, so this first one, I gave him the 25 targets because, he's second receiver, he's gonna get him. Now this guy, third receiver, I don't really want to pay him $1.1 million to stay because he's a senior, so I'm not gonna really even get him for that long. He's not that good. Like, I have a sophomore, some guy 2 years younger, that's 7 overalls better than him, so he's not that great. Honestly, I need to get rid of a couple players, so I'm happy with him leaving. He can go. That gives this guy to move up, who's a sophomore. Sure, he's F, but he's very similar to him and 2 years younger. We also have this guy, Trevor Colazzo, 72, as a freshman with A potential. So this guy's going to be really good for us later. So I'm happy with him leaving. We're going to keep him because he's, 74 and pretty good. Linebacker.
Mes amis, football is like fencing. It's a noble art. This is Zlatan. En garde.
We'll probably pay this guy 1.1 million. It's more worth it to me. Now I need to go around cutting people because I'm over scholarships, so just go position by position, see who We can get rid of, free up some scholarships. Dang, this is tough going through this. Trying to balance like age versus like how good they are. Dang. Alright. That took way too fucking long. But we finally cut down to 85 scholarships. Nobody from our class was drafted into the NFL. I'm not surprised about that at all. I'm at scholarship caps though. I mean, I have such a lead on him. I don't think it'll happen, but I kind of hope if I take him off the board and don't do anything to him, he might go somewhere else. But there's only 3 blocks of time, so I don't think he's going to. I think he's still gonna come to us, which is fine. I'll be 1 over. I don't think it's gonna make that big of a deal. We'll just have to see what happens. Oh, he didn't recruit, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But that's the recruiting class right there. We got our gem from Mississippi. And let's see where we ranked. Dead last. Out of 136 schools, we ranked in last place. We had 7 1-stars. 9 2-stars and 5 3-stars. Honestly, 5 3-stars is pretty cool. They're not very good 3-stars, but 3-stars nonetheless. Our recruiting class was 171, whatever that means. I don't really know what that metric means, but yeah, pretty cool. So we are going to save in advance. This is where we can upgrade our school. This is pretty important. We need to upgrade the facilities. This is the most important one. We have to resolve our debt first, but yeah, we need to upgrade the facilities, so I think that's just level 4. That still gives us 4 mil to spend on or about 5.5 mil to spend on recruiting players if we need it. And yeah, we were supposed to rank 120, we ranked 135 out of 136, so didn't end up working out for us. But our school level, that's what it is, total school level, we leveled up to level 6 because of the facilities upgrade, which is really nice to see. Yeah, ideally we want to get our prestige all the way up to level 10 or max points, and we want to get all of these to level 12. That's how we get our prestige up that high, and that's how we get people interested in our school. Some people care more about facilities, some more about academics, you know, being on TV, college life, partying, that kind of stuff. So upgrading each of these has their own benefits and advantages. We will save that though. That's what we're gonna do with our money. We had a silver booster leave, but we had a silver booster come in and replace him, so all is balanced. We are in last place in our conference, the bottom conference. There will be a realignment in 2034, so that's in 10 years. So conference realignment just means, like, if you're in this conference, you have the ability to go up. Can't go down because there's no conference below us, but other teams can go down if they're at the bottom of their conference and they're doing really bad, they can go down. But if they're at the top of their conference, they can go up to other conferences. And ideally, I'd like to get to the SEC. That's where the good teams are. But as you can see, they have 10 prestige, 6 prestige. I mean, Vanderbilt's in there and has 4 prestige. How that happened, I have no idea. But we have a measly 1-star prestige. So that's where we keep going. Here we can pick custom schedules, and we are definitely playing against Michigan to get $12 million. That is a no-brainer. I will absolutely get destroyed in a game for money. Same thing with Georgia, we're getting 10.5. And I saw Washington on there. Can we get that too? Oklahoma, sure. Yeah, that'll give me 10.5. Let's do it. So we have 33 mil on the board right here. And when this comes through, oh my goodness, we're going to be able to put that into our facilities quite a bit and upgrade us. That's going to be quite nice. So position changes we are not worried about. This is our training results. Still biggest gain was 6. Still pretty good though. We have a cornerback who is our highest overall at 84, which is pretty cool. 2 cornerbacks, 84, 83. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'd like to see that. We're gonna go to our depth chart over here on the left. We're just gonna click through. We're gonna redshirt all of our available players that we can in each position. Sit out for a season, train, get better, not get hurt. Just like doing it. Alright, and the loop begins again. We start our trainings. We go to our new recruits. and it's just an ongoing loop. But I think that's enough for tonight. Appreciate y'all watching, hanging out, vibing, chilling. Hope you learned something. Hope you had fun. And hope to catch you in the next one. Did not mean to rhyme that, it just happened, but that's sick. Um, yeah, but yeah, we'll do the whole loop over again, and I can't wait. It's so much fun. Later, y'all.